And it's lights out, and away we go here in the Division 4 sprint in Spa. Pink covers off his teammate. Will Liam look to battle it? No, he doesn't. Vaxi just about stays in P3, even though he was under pressure from Spenny. Cajun looks to be challenged by Exotic Scarf, who's not burning, but it looks like they're going to go... I thought they were going to go side by side into a ridge, but they're not. Will Vaxi look to close the gap on Liam as he's burning? But I don't think he wants to make the move and let Pink pull away, which is pretty smart. Will any moves be made? No dives. Oh, but Cajun dives his teammate and completely wipes out Vaxi. What a terrible dive from Cajun, who drops all the way to the back and takes Vaxi out with him. What was he thinking? I thought he was going to try and get the win for his own, but now let's see Failing, who will look to get the move on Spenny. Doesn't just yet. Failing, always an interesting driver to watch, as he's just a reserve and he just loves making interesting moves. Like, it's not... He doesn't have a championship to play for, so... Oh, look at that. Look, it looks like they're going to go side by side into a Rouge, maybe? No, they don't. But Spenny overtakes. But now, will that allow both Hasses to go? As they both have DRS. One goes for the left, one goes for the right. And will they challenge each other? Oh, and Failing's gone off. And cut across his teammate. What was Failing doing? And now they've tapped each other. That was a bit of a hash disaster class, but they still managed to make the move. But look at that. Up the inside at Brussels from Spenny on Failing. And gets it, but who's that? That's Will, who goes super wide and onto the gravel. DRS and overcut is faster, says Snowy. Interesting. Oh, and Liam's round! Oh my days! And he's now into P7. As more players gets a 3-second time penalty. What has Liam done? I literally just said that they couldn't bottle this one too. Okay, so Fetch deciding to stay behind. And the Hasses are double stacking. That's not smart. Exotic Scar's going to lose like 8 seconds from that. But now will we see a bit of a battle on our hands as Fetch dives into the pits. Pink's already ahead. Wow. Where will Fetch be? Was in P... Oh my days, I think he's overcut them. He's in P4. I think the other drivers must have been battling or something, because he was in P5. Oh, and there's someone off. Who's that? It's Yeet Mex. Well, was that Kanan who went really wide? It was someone. Oh, and is that Liam round again? And now he's going to be under pressure from all the cars behind. Oh, as Kinnan goes wide and through goes Vaxi. Will Exotic Scarf go through as well? No, he doesn't. And we'll go behind to this battle as it looks really close. Between Liam, more players, Godzilla and Kevin. Okay, wait 1 sec. Let's go back on board with the now surely going to be a race winner. As Pink comes round the final corner in the bus stop chicane and will win the sprint in Spa. Spenny just about manages to clutch that P2, failing in P3. Vaxi all the way to P4 now. I think Fetch must have let him through. Good teamwork. Exotic. Oh, Kiernan without pens will go to P5. Oh, and there's more players round, I believe. Oh, and retires. Interesting. It is going to be 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. Everyone on mediums, someone softs. Looks like Pink's had a perfect start. Will's failing look to challenge Spenny down into turn 1. And Exotic Scarf up the inside of both of them and takes them both out. What a terrible dive. And that's going to allow Vaxi into P2. Almost out of Pink's DRS though. So what will he be able to do in terms of holding on to that DRS? Both with similar ERS to burn. and then everyone else in behind with similar battery. I mean, with similar gaps, so don't really need to burn. Oh, look at that! Someone went wide, I didn't see who it was. But now... Oof, Kevin pushed onto the grass, almost. And that's going to allow more players up the inside, I think. Yeah? I don't... wait, what? I'm so confused. Oh, and that's someone round. Who's that? That's Will. But that's Spenny, who's going to look for it on fetch. And can't quite get it just yet. Both quite low on battery. And Spenny and Fetch still were side by side. And make a tiny bit of contact. But look at that. Will Vaxi look for the move on Pink. Will they wait for the... They do wait for the DRS detection zone. So will they go for the outside now? Yes, they do. Oh, and have had a little bit of a snap. And is that going to allow failing through? But just sit in behind. Or looks like Cheese God is going to go for it. Up the inside and is given a bit of a lob tap. But now more players is up the inside. I accidentally switched to someone else. Oh, and if they've made contact, then they're both in the wall. And surely that's going to be a safety car. Oh, maybe not. But will Exotic make a dive? No, they won't. Oh, yes, they will. Oh, my days. That was so far back. Why would they look for that? Could have ended so much worse. But now, will Kiernan look for the outside? Yes, he will. At Brussels. And now he's looking for the inside. But can't get it. And that's Vaxi in the pits. Spenny also in the pits. Going for the undercut. We'll have to see if it works out for them. And now where will Pink be? He's going to be in just side by side with Spenny, I believe. And Spenny's ahead. But he's ahead of Vaxi still. So this undercut hasn't worked too well for them. I mean, I guess it just about worked for Spenny, but not really for Pink. And Spenny is going to look to thread the needle. And will he go for the outside on Yeetmex? Yes, he does. What an unbelievable move with the better tyres. And now Pink's looking for it as well. And it looks like he's going to try and dive it up the inside. And yes, he does at Brussels. What a move from Pink. And now Vax is going to have to be aggressive as well, as he can't let these guys pull away. And is it surely not at Puon? Yeah, he can't get it. They are now 8 attempts behind Pink. Vaxi on the burners and is going to make the move at Blanchimont. A bit of tyre banging, but nothing more. So yeah, now failing is also in that DRS. They've all cleared them nicely. And is that Vaxi wide? Yes, it is. And that is terrible. And they've hit Yeetmex with what I can only assume is an unsafe rejoin. And that is terrible for Vaxi, as now they have both lost DRS to Pink. And well, Pink and Spenny. Is Kevin going to look to try to make the move on both of them now? And he's up the inside and he's made contact with the Haas. I don't think he left enough space there. I think that might be a pen for Kevin. Oh, and there's a car around. That's a Red Bull who's stopped on track. And it is just spinning all over the place. Has wing damage. And does get back on track, luckily, before there's a safety car. Wait, I think there's a move being made here. Yes, they are side by side, going into turn 1. Who will have the better exit? Kiernan looking for the exit round the outside, and what a good exit from Kiernan, who manages to hold the position. But will Cajun be able to get the position back with the DRS? Surely he will. 60% to burn as well. And they've made a little bit of contact. And Yeetmex retires in the pits. And Cajun does make the move, yes. Pink now leads with 2 laps to go. The gap to the guys behind now 1.2. Will they be able to get into DRS for the final lap. Vaxie's surely going to have to burn past Failing to get ahead. Will Failing let him, is the question. Looks like he will. Vaxie up into the podium position. And will they be able to get into the DRS? They're now, oh, Failing has a 3-second time penalty, so it looks like he might just let these guys battle. But try and stay ahead of Liam. Spenny will be second coming into the straight. Will Pink let them get ahead and then maybe go for the move on the back straight? Or will they try and burn to stay ahead? The gap is only 1/10. Will Vaxie maybe even overtake Pink? Pink's burning. They're down to 20%. Spenny's up the inside. And they're side by side. Well, actually, no, they're not. Spenny manages to get the move. And now Vaxie will have more battery than both of them. But will Pink look for the inside at Brussels? Yes, he does, but he can't get it. He's burning. So is Spenny. Pink will have the toe. Spenny has a DRS deficit as well. He's in deploy. They're both out of DRS. Will it be Pink? Will it be Spenny? Spenny around the outside, Pink down the inside. They're side by side, and it's going to be side by side across the line. It's look like it's going to be Pink, but it's Spenny at the line, and Vaxie only a 10th behind them. And we'll look at other battles. Oh, there's no other battles. It just looks like everyone's holding position. What an unbelievable finale we've had to that race. Spenny clutches it at the line. Pink in P2. Vaxie rounding off the podium, Failing in P4. He had the pen, so he was never going to battle it. Liam in P5, who also had a pen. Fetch in P6. Kiernan in P7. Cajun in P8. Exotic Scarf in P9. And I guess if anyone wants advice on what strategy to do, look at everyone from 10th down who ended the race on softs. Godzilla in P10, Cheese God in P11, Kevin in P12, Bloop in P13, more players in P14, Will in P15, retired, and Yeet Mix in P16, retired.